We received this air fryer after doing a cleaning job. The homeowners just said it just stopped working. Well, let's plug it in and see what happens. Lights come on, indicators work. 17 minutes, 400 degrees Fahrenheit. Looks good. But what about what's coming out the back? It's blowing air out. It's just cold air. Yes, I think we found the problem. The heating element does not heat up. So, we have the top open and we're looking around to see if we can see anything that's wrong. Now if you look right there where the red arrow is, you can see some burning. Yes, seems like there's 2 holes there and there's something missing. I think that's our smoking gun. There's the 4 screws holding the top on. That's pretty easy to access. Well, seeing as we have it apart, let's just make sure everything is checking out. Here I am testing the heating element, and it has 10 ohms resistance. 10 ohms is typical for a heating element. They have maybe 3 ohms, 5 ohms, depending on the voltage rating. 10 ohms for 120 volts. It's going to produce 1,000 watts. Okay. Now what we want to do is test the unit. So before we do any soldering and putting everything together, let's just use the amp meter on the multimeter as a jumper and test the current and flow through the heating element. It should turn on the heating element if connected properly. I forgot to turn the amp meter to AC amps. Alright, now just make the connection, turn it on. It should be heating up right now. Now you always have to be careful when you're working with the unit while it's plugged in. This is a live 120 volts here. There it is. It's reading 12.67 amps. Yes, it is hot. Oh great, it is working. Success. At least we made it this far. Everything seems to be working. Okay, now what we have to do is we have to replace that burnt out pin. Well, first of all, we have to get rid of that burn mark on the board. Remove all the burning, cleaning, clean it with paper towels, air compressor. You have alcohol, you can put that a little bit out on there. I use Windex. Is not very good for connecting to when you create a solder. So you want a clean surface when you solder to it. Alright. So let's just create a hole for the new terminal connector. That's it, we're through the board. Put the connector in. Here's the connectors you could use. These are terminal connectors. Of course, you have to take the insulator off, then slide the barrel part through the bottom and keep the blade on the top. Now this could take some solder because it has to jump over about a centimeter's worth of board. Just solder, drag, solder, drag. Solder tends to go towards cold. You find something cold and build onto it. You just keep building it up. And there it is. Let's connect the heating element connector to that new blade. Attach the controller interface. Now we're going to do one more test of the unit before we put it back together. But when you do this test, make sure nothing has a chance to short out. Now we have to take the spring and lift that up so we can activate the sensor for the air fryer pan. It won't come on unless you have that air fryer pan sensor. Okay, turn it on. Turn it up to 400. Now turn it on. This is the first time I used it, so I didn't know exactly what I had to press. There's a red button that says start and stop. Just push that button, it'll come on. Okay, now the unit's turned on, the fan's running, and within a few seconds, heat should come out. There it is. Pulling my hand back because the heat is now coming down from the top. It's about the same temperature as your barbecue grill. You know how we put your hand near to the top of the charcoals. You can use that to kind of test. It should be like 3 to 5 seconds is about the right temperature to fry meat. There it is. It's all done. So the bench test worked. Let's put it back together. As I'm putting it back together, I'd like to tell you a little bit about the history of my YouTube channel. I've been making videos for about the last 10 to 15 years. One of the first videos I made was a DRAM chip reading and writing process. That video received about 5,000 views within the first 5 years. Now it's up to about 10,000 views. So people are watching it. I have some likes, but most people don't add a like or a comment. I've also posted some teaching videos on teaching English as a second language, and plus other videos on equipment repair like this. The other one I have is a aroma rice maker. On that unit, the fuse burned out, and the root cause of it was a burnt out contact. So, none of my videos have made me any money. They're really just done for you to see how to fix things. Plus, I also benefit from watching other people's videos and learning how to fix things of my own from them. So, that exchange of information is worth a lot to me, so thank you for that. I would like to someday see a check from YouTube. My goal is to make at least $1 on any of my YouTube videos. Hopefully this one will take off. I think this rice maker, being worth about $90 new, should save a lot of people some money. Oh, here we go. We're going to plug it in, turn it on, and do the final bench test to see if it works. Hit that start-stop button. Set the temperature to 400. Move everything away. It's always kind of scary when you turn something on that hasn't been used for a long time. These are the same types of heating elements they use on stoves. Good job. It's working. Thank you.